itu unity is there. American life state is important to case. Let's go to every Naga around this hour. Naga mano ase gole apni ke itya ki bishi matter kuri ase apni ke. What matters the most to you? What matters the most to me as a Naga? Solution हुआ है. Matters the most. सब मामला Naga as one itu इधर लगे तो मिलेगी नहीं तो मांगे वो पाया से. Timely justice, a call for timely justice. Time pra di. Similar as a Kiman dere thakibo unresolved hoigina. Agreement hoishite boila chipkai dena media de hota paper de agreement hoishite boile to symbolic hobole garne Quran itu logine birao garne agan agreement banan hoy. आज आमेरिकन लोग कुछ मीटिंग कुछ एग्रीमेंट लगा कागज तो आमेरिकन सब भी लोग नारों घर जाओ नहीं एग्रीमेंट तो होइए तो सिंबलिक में हो रहा है. आमेरिकन आराम रहा था कि उन जाते पोस्टपोनमेंट डाक्टर पास ये तो हो ना है कि प्रॉमिस कुछ डिबी पाए ना कि डिबो कुछ डिबी पाए American laga faith to American restore holy. Government of India to be Naga leaders can be, elders can be. सबके को जैसे यूथ kan तो होय यूथ करने भाग करिए से बना लगने मन आराम हो पाएगा. हमें फ्यूचर de क्यों हो बोले से क्यों होया से ना जिन्हें से बोले तो सोसाइटी तो कितना भी बाहर डायरेक्शन देना चाहिए. हमें आज जाने के लिए क्यों ते जाओ से क्यों बोले से जाने से बोले हमें तो विद विजन जाओ बोले भी इतिहास में क्लूलेस बोले से ये तो करने ही हमें अल्लाह फ्यूचर करने हाला बोले से कुंभा तो और इन्हीं का पाक हम भी ऐसे तो सोल्यूशन नहीं ले भी की itu bujuk lagi, itu lamba tani kita jaga ne implement no kita agreement kurina itu naga solution naha evils kia je, kile itu hobo lagi tu aja. How delay has occurred in Naga society? Bishi dangerous environment yang akan kita rakhi di sini. Bishi dangerous environment that has
regardless of our differences in our communities. Thank you so much. Our watch na isokipshi thanks first of all. Tinga din mam bhal diabra. Our imam bhal din man sab ke naga ekjunjungi cooperation guna the meeting to successful jayase. So we thank God for that. Before that, so manu give me good afternoon. So manu be bal bola. Okay. Shibal cover. Anyways, moi ekta speech dole ase brief ra. So nihan hunuli munja kan bawa nibi. Respected elders, leaders and friends. Today I stand before you not as a politician, not as someone against any group, but as a young Naga woman who cares deeply about the future of our people. For decades, our society has lived under uncertainty. Two important agreements were signed between Naga political groups and the government of India. That is, the framework agreement with NSC and IM and the agreed position with NNPGs. Yet, despite being signed, they remain unimplemented. Because of this prolonged delay, our society is slowly suffering in many ways. First, lawlessness and illegal taxation have increased. When multiple authorities collect so-called taxes, the cost of food, transport, rent, and education rises. Businesses struggle to survive. Investors hesitate. Jobs disappear. And when jobs disappear, it is the youth who suffer first. Second, monopoly and syndicate systems grow in uncertainty. When rule of law is weak, merit is replaced by connections. Prices are controlled not by quality, but by influence. Talented and hardworking young people lose motivation because fairness is missing. Third, gun culture and intimidation are becoming normalized. When fear replaces dialogue, society loses its moral direction. Violence may appear powerful, but it cannot build institutions, create employment, or educate a generation. The most dangerous impact is psychological. A generation growing up in prolonged uncertainty begins to believe that fear is normal, silence is survival, corruption is unavoidable, and instability is permanent. When people accept disorder as normal, they stop demanding change. That is how societies weaken from within. Because of prolonged uncertainty, unemployment continues to rise. When businesses struggle due to illegal taxation and hesitate, unstable systems, they stop hiring. As a result, many educated and talented young Nagas are forced to migrate outside the state in search of jobs and stability. Migration is not always a choice. Sometimes it is a compulsion. When our youth leave, families are separated, local talent drains away, our economy becomes weaker, our society loses its future leaders. Many young people leave not because they want to, but because they feel they have no opportunity here. As a young woman, migration also raises concerns about safety, cultural identity, and emotional stress. Leaving home to survive is not development. It is a sign that something is not working within our system. If political closure brings stability, investment will increase, businesses will grow, and jobs can be created locally. Then migration can become a choice for growth, not a forced escape for survival. We respect the sacrifices of our elders and political leaders. We are not against any faction. We stand neutral, inclusive, and pro-agreement. But our position is simple. If agreements are signed, they must be implemented. We respectfully ask the government of India to clearly state its position on both agreements, to provide a clear and time-bound roadmap for implementation, to engage transparently with all Naga stakeholders, and to stop indefinite postponement without results. This is not a demand for power. It is a demand for clarity, sincerity, and action. Our movement remains peaceful, democratic, and issue-based. We believe in dialogue, unity, and constitutional means. Peace delayed is peace denied. Justice delayed becomes injustice normalized. Opportunity delayed becomes opportunity lost. We, the youth, are not destabilizing society by speaking up. Delay is the real destabilizer. Let us restore faith. Let us move forward with unity and dignity. Let us secure a stable and hopeful future for our Naga people. Thank you.
The impacts that has been created due to non-implementation of the agreements. But as we all know and understand that our Nagas, we criticize, we condemn one agreement after the another. But when the 16-point agreement was signed in 1960, the Article 371A of the Constitution came into being in 1963. And today, we are enjoying the fruits of the 16-point agreement. Now, the government has signed the framework agreement with the NSNIM in 2015, and also the agreed position with the Naga national political groups in 2017, I believe. Now, we are not against any particular political groups. We are not even against the government of Nagaland. We are not against any particular section of the people. But we are against the non-implementation of the agreements. In the past few months back, a common Naga platform had been organized somewhere at Chumokudima district. As far as I remember, some of the tribal bodies, they directed the tribal bodies not to attend that common public platform. Now, the objective of that common public platform, as far as I remember, was to converge the framework agreement and the agreed position and bring an early solution. So to those who directed the respective tribal bodies not to attend the common public platform, or for that matter, even for today, those who are persuading the young minds not to attend this kind of program, let him provide the jobs to our generation. Let him create opportunities. When they have nothing at their disposal, why they want our younger generation to be deprived? So, as far as I remember, there were successive talks at different levels. But when the government of India deputed the interlocutor for the Naga peace talk, I remember the name, some of the interlocutors, the Padmanabhaya, also R.S. Pandya, the former Chief Secretary of Nagaland. After that, our governor and also the interlocutor, R.M. Ravi. So, by that time, both the agreements had been completed. So now, demanding another interlocutor, I should say that's very absurd. Because the talk has been completed, it should be implemented by now. So we urge the government of India to converge these two agreements and bring an early solution. The more the solution delays, the more our generation suffers. And this is why we understand the position of the government of Nagaland also. When we are a dependent state, we will still be in this condition. But when these agreements, I believe some of the agreements have been put into public domain. So if the agreements are implemented, I believe our people will have more autonomy. And when there is a political issue, there will be social issues, there will be cultural issues, there will be economic issues, so on and so forth. But when the political issue is resolved, there will be social harmony, there will be cultural integration, there will be technology advancement and development, and also there will be an economic advancement of our people. Therefore, I urge this gathering to act as a pressure group now.
So be generous, fed up, or tired. One thing we need freedom, hope, or a future to Banore. It's time when I saw big was I guess because I'm so bad with this. Agreement signed over there. Bali honorable and acceptable work and both parties have signed. To be Najinet, really, Bal Barbara, to Gane, sign Guruse, to Hope Kurase, January Kurase. To one Hosekula, Ite Nagaland to Kokule natural resources come. To be Etapata, on a board Bahari will be to be very good. Etapato will be. Oil and natural gas exploration can be done. Solution to Paisa Nagaland to Ita free education hub Ita Purigina, Amela, Bayakam, Amela Pachan, Rastavi, Inagabi, Urbo Parvo, Nabi Kiasa. Aromonite, Aji meeting Burineta resolution to Urbo. It's rather keep rolling go live Kina academic was a district wise Javana, related Hibuna, now live and the resolution Banane, Kina Agajavo, now live government of India keep over. Now live government of Nagaland give up Kola Asinagi. Inagabe at the Potapurine, which is there. The resolution is not like in just a pressure group here, sir. I think the question one need just a committee in the platform plate to begin it. Mon the color to the platform here, say to the net. American Jibra committee, that's a program, relay organizing committee, Nigana, Olivia, Eta, American, I get away to house prayer, Kun, Bangalore, Grovo, Olivia. Time to go
Good afternoon, everybody. My first thanks to the media fraternity also. Kote jaise kolibi ki 11 hours te holibi punchi jai na ahi jai. To ane media fraternity khan ki bhi thank you janai diya ase. Aji laga movement itu to manu bishi confused koina thaki ase. It is not a rally. To be precise, it was not a rally, but it was a meeting. A consultative meeting was being called. Through ing media de hoise kolibi sobke open wide ami invitation to dishe. Aru bishi manu bi ahishe, aru jama korina kotha bi korise. Ina kona resolution bi ulaise. Ami laga itu do movement do it is not based on any organization. Interlink kun gibi nai. To be very clear and profound, vividly speaking, this movement is purely for the youth. a youth movement, an eye-opening, time hoise, suku khulibule time hoise koina do, a shout-out was being given, and under the very banner, under the very committee of Fed Up Naga movement. The initiators are 15 people, but that does not mean that they are the leaders. So today was the clarification they that to be given to all the general youth also. Itu kane ajila meeting do Saramati Hotel de matishe. Ajila meeting itu Fed Up Nagas laga meeting do aji movement do itu matishe. Ina korna iso morombra bishi manu aishe. Ina korna tahan laga white paper te likhina ase amian. Itu sob ke bhag korise. Itu laga opor de bhi na jabo, itu laga piche de bhi na jabo. Ite ki likhina agree asna nai koina amian ite kiman jon aishe hat uthai na agreement itu dishide. Sign bhi korise, signatories bhi thagise amian. Ina korina movement do age jabo. Amian ki kori initiate luise age jabo koina do itu amian ge green signal bhi paise. This very movement, this very meeting was being called for that very reason, to be acknowledged, whether to push forward this very movement. Aji ite kiman jon aishe invitation kon dina youth kan tan ekjon manu bi agree thaka nai kole do we were not going to start this very movement. Hole bi sob manu hat uthai na ami hange chalo ikiluge jabo district wise hushi kole bi jabo koina itu kwa piside ami han bi acha koina do pathana korise ina kona age ja ase itula ase ami han aru ami han resolution law do rally do amian ite organizing committee kiman ase itu committee banaina ase ami han first to 10 jun 12 jun ina tagise icha to bishi member ho jese to sob collectively amian kotha korina bitu mini rally district wise rally itu kicha korobo itu amian buina kotha korina itu age jabole laga itu sosta kori ase aru pichide iso morom hoise rasta khulise kole do itu an sob ki collectively anina amian ekta mass rally to thakibo koina itu to janai khobor janai dia ase itu la kotha korise aji laga meeting do it was very clear to the point here and there noy itu Fed Up movement do Fed Up Naga movement do kun kane ase kole do amian sob kane ase kon sa ase Nagaland de kon boya ase youth khan ge ko ase Fed Up Naga movement is not just a closed door movement categorized for some few people. It is for everybody. Apni fed up hoise, alchi hoise, frustrated ase, ahibi. Lead korole mon ase, ahibi. Join the group. Lead us. There is no so-called a special podium for anybody. Platform is clear. Come and stand, come and speak, come and work. We are searching for skill. Skill lagi ase, talent lagi ase amihan. Amian sob ekjon kon hoise kolebi mon talent ekjon laga talent ase. Let's work our talent together for a better future to pathway. Mon youth laga rasta to khulibo because survival instinct do ahi jase aru survival koribole kane to rasta nai to itu laga shout out kore ase amian itu kane fight kore ase tate kon hoise kolebi please don't bring a tribal card to nanibo lage political card nanibo lage bureaucrats like card nanibo lage. We are not affiliated to anybody and we will not be affiliated to anybody also. We will be youth ase youth la kam koribo manuhan kam nakora hoise ami han kam koribo suku khulise ami han icha do awas koribo apni han ahibole ase kole do ahibi nahibo kolebi ikun hoy isohe apni han la suku khulibo ekdin do kolebi chupchap boha do iku meaning na thaka hoise de my dear people my dear publics awas uthabi itu janai dibole mon ase thank you